Happening now, Congressman Nick Langworthy votes for Israel security appropriations. And New York State achieves a remarkable 83% decline in homelessness among veterans. Plus, prepare your homes for winter with energy tips.
Live and on demand, this is WNY News Now.
Thank you for joining us at West New York News Now. I'm Lee Kane Jr. Those stories and more are coming up, but first, U.S. Attorney Trini E. Ross announced today that a federal grand jury has returned a 5-count indictment charging a 45-year-old from Jamestown, New York, with possession with intent to distribute fentanyl and methamphetamine, possession of a firearm in furtherance of drug trafficking crimes, and being a felon in possession of a firearm. The charges carry a mandatory minimum penalty of 5 years in prison, a maximum of life, and a $1 million fine. Assistant U.S. Attorney Joshua A. Violanti, who is handling the case, stated that according to the indictment and a previously filed complaint, in October and December 2022, Zaid Mendoza allegedly possessed fentanyl and methamphetamine with the intent to distribute it in the Jamestown area. On December 7, 2022, investigators executed a search warrant at Mendoza's residence and have recovered $1,800 in cash, approximately 36 grams of fentanyl, and a quantity of methamphetamine, a 9mm semi-automatic pistol, a drug packaging paraphernalia, and cell phones. Mendoza, who was taken into custody at the scene, had another 36 grams of fentanyl on his person. In October 2014, Mendoza was convicted of a felony in Chautauqua County Court and is legally prohibited from possessing a firearm. Mendoza was arraigned before U.S. Magistrate Judge Michael J. Romer and is detained. Well, in other news, on November 8, 2023, at 2:15 a.m., Jamestown Police Department officers pulled over Katrina L. Matson's vehicle for failing to stop at a stop sign. Subsequent investigation revealed that Matson, a resident of Jamestown, was allegedly operating the vehicle while intoxicated. Following the stop, Matson was taken into custody and processed at the Jamestown City Jail. She was later released with traffic tickets, facing charges of driving while intoxicated, aggravated driving while intoxicated, and failing to stop at a stop sign. Matson is expected to appear in Jamestown City Court. Well, in other news, U.S. Attorney Trini E. Ross announced today that a 22-year-old woman from Rochester, New York, who was convicted of transmitting a threat in interstate commerce and possessing and discharging a firearm in furtherance of a crime of violence, was sentenced to serve 130 months in prison by U.S. District Judge Charles J. Siragusa. Assistant U.S. Attorney Charles Moynihan, who handled the case, stated that on the evening of June 7, 2021, on Facebook Live, Gabrielle Cruz threatened to shoot a man, stating at the end of the video, "Tune in 5 minutes." Later that night, Cruz and another person went to an area of Rochester where Cruz knew the person she threatened spent time. In a second Facebook Live video, a black screen appeared, but 11 gunshots could be heard, followed by the sounds of Cruz running and giggling. In a third video, Cruz recounted the earlier shooting, imitated shooting a gun, and continued to issue threats to others. On July 1st, 2021, Cruz again used Facebook Live to threaten to shoot a woman displaying a .45 caliber firearm while issuing the threat. Cruz then went to a Columbia Avenue address in Rochester to confront the woman, but she was not there. While leaving the area, Cruz struck a parked car and fired a shot in the air. Cruz was arrested the next day when she stopped driving a car in which officers found a loaded .45 caliber semi-automatic pistol, which was the same firearm she displayed in one of the videos. Well, in other news, in a bid to bring justice to the unresolved case of Aaron James Hartzog's homicide, Crime Stoppers WNY is offering a substantial reward of up to $7,500 for any information that could lead to the arrest or indictment of the individuals responsible. The incident occurred on January 1, 2010 on Strauss Street in the city of Buffalo. Citizens are urged to come forward with any relevant information they may have regarding the case. The plea is part of a broader effort to encourage community cooperation and support in solving this long-standing mystery. The authorities are particularly interested in details that could shed light on the circumstances surrounding James Hartzog's tragic death. If you or someone you know has information related to this incident, please reach out to Crime Stoppers WNY at 716-867-6161 or visit their website at crimestopperswny.org. Callers can remain anonymous, and the promise of confidentiality is reinforced by the potential for a significant monetary reward. The call for information underscores the importance of community engagement in solving cold cases, emphasizing that even small details can play a crucial role in bringing closure to the victims' families. As the investigation continues, the authorities hope this reward will serve as a powerful incentive for individuals to come forward and contribute to the pursuit of justice in this case. As WNY News Now continues, Congressman Nick Langworthy votes for Israel security appropriations. And later, New York State achieves a remarkable 83% decline in homelessness among veterans. Stay with us as WNY News Now. We'll be right back.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over.
Move over.
When you see signs,
Lights. Vests.
Please, give us some room.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over. When you need help,
It's our job
To help you.
to save you.
despite the danger.
this danger.
This danger is real.
Do your part.
Please.
Slow down. Slow down. And move over.
Move over.
You are loved. You are valued. You are resilient. You got this.
You're there for them. We're here for you. Find free care guides at aarp.org/caregiving.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
Congressman Nick Langworthy, who represents New York's 23rd Congressional District, voted in favor of H.R. 6126, the Israel Security Supplemental Appropriations Act, providing $14.3 billion in weapons and other resources for Israel to defend their nation and eradicate Hamas. This legislation passed the House with a bipartisan vote of 226 to 196. I will always stand with Israel, and they need our support now more than ever to defend their freedoms following the brutal terrorist attacks on October 7th, said Representative Langworthy. The world is watching as we send a message to our allies and our adversaries that we will not allow this senseless terrorism to go unchecked. I'm proud to support this aid package to provide Israel with the resources they need to defend themselves, eradicate Hamas, and fight global terrorism. Congressman Langworthy's office also stated that the cost of this legislation is fully offset by redirecting $14.3 billion previously appropriated for the Biden administration's initiative to hire 87,000 Internal Revenue Service (IRS) agents to audit small businesses and hardworking families. Well, in other news, New York State has emerged as a beacon of progress in the battle against veteran homelessness, achieving an impressive 83% reduction between 2010 and 2022, as reported by State Comptroller Thomas P. DiNapoli. The decline from 5,857 to 990 homeless veterans stands as the most significant percentage drop in the nation. DiNapoli emphasized the crucial role of federal support in the success, acknowledging the dedication and sacrifice of veterans in defending the nation. Comptroller DiNapoli commended the federal initiatives that catalyze this positive trend, particularly highlighting the impact of the first federal strategic plan to prevent and end homelessness released by the U.S. Interagency Council on Homelessness in 2010. Federal funding directed towards addressing veterans' homelessness through the Veterans Administration skyrocketed from $376 million in 2009 to an impressive $2.7 billion in 2022, marking a remarkable 635% increase. The most substantial reduction in New York occurred between 2011 and 2016, witnessing a 78% decrease in homeless veterans from 5,765 to 1,248. This success underscores the effectiveness of federal policies and funding over the years. New York City has been at the forefront of the battle against veteran homelessness, achieving a remarkable 90% reduction from 2011 to 2022. The total number of homeless veterans in the city dwindled from 4,677 to 482 individuals during this period. In 2011, New York City accounted for a staggering 81% of all homeless veterans in the state, but by 2022, this share had reduced to 49%. The city's efforts account for a whopping 96% of the statewide reduction in veteran homelessness between 2011 and 2022. The success of federally funded programs coordinated by the Mayor's Office of Veteran Affairs in New York City led to the federal government's declaration in 2015 that the city had effectively ended chronic homelessness among veterans. While celebrating the overall success, Comptroller DiNapoli's analysis shed light on persistent disparities within the veteran homeless population. In 2022, Black or African American veterans represented 53% of homeless veterans in the state, despite constituting only 11.1% of the overall veteran population. This underscores the need for targeted efforts to address the specific challenges faced by Black veterans. In terms of demographics, New York is home to a diverse veteran population, with the largest shares being white males aged 65 or older who served during the Vietnam era. Notably, New York City boasts the largest veteran population in the state, with 144,558 veterans, followed by Suffolk County with 56,257 veterans. Jefferson County stands out with the highest percentage of veterans as a share of the county's population, at 13%. As New York continues its commendable strides in reducing veteran homelessness, Comptroller DiNapoli emphasizes the ongoing importance of housing and support programs to express gratitude and fulfill the duty of aiding these brave men and women who have answered the call to serve. While in other news, in the wake of the town elections, the Renew Ellicott team has released a statement expressing thanks to the community and to all voters. In the wake of the town elections, the Renew Ellicott team wishes to express sincere thanks to the community for the support shown to our candidates. While the election did not result completely in our favor, the spirit and dedication of our voters have not gone unnoticed. We honor the choices made by the citizens of Ellicott. We congratulate Janet Bowman, Amy Bellardo, Robert White, Katie Whitmore, and Kenneth Swan on their victories. We deeply appreciate the encouragement and trust many residents have placed in our vision for the future of Ellicott. We extend our heartfelt appreciation to Councilman-elect James Rensel and Justice Marilyn Garaci for their continued dedication to our community, and we are confident that they will continue to work hard for the residents. As a lone board representative from the Renew Ellicott team, James Rensel will attempt to carry the team's vision for an open government with digital access to public meetings and rotation of board sessions throughout our community. Public safety has been and will continue to be a paramount concern, and he will advocate for our officials to support our public safety agencies, police services, and volunteer firefighters. Our town's prosperity is crucial, and he will also urge the administration to consider an independent audit of town finances to ensure responsible management of our resources. Thank you once again to every single person who cast their vote, volunteered their time, and believed in our message. Your support has been the driving force behind our campaign, and it will continue to inspire our efforts to contribute to our beloved town. Well, coming up next, a fashion show to benefit CASA of Chautauqua. But first, we return with a look at our full weather forecast.
Catch your First Defense forecast daily on WNY News Now.
Right here, baby. Look. Uma. ¿Cuántos años tienes?
Something more than a birthday is happening here. Once you can see it, you can help. The sooner you recognize the signs of autism, the sooner you can make a lifetime of difference for your child. Start by answering a few simple questions at screenforautism.org.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Catch your First Defense forecast daily on WNY News Now.
Fast, accurate, and everyday. First Defense weather.
Welcome back to WNY News Now. A low pressure system moved across the region last night, dragged a cold front through the region earlier this afternoon. Behind that cold front, some clearing skies late this afternoon. The skies will clear out continually into the overnight hours tonight, but also behind that cold front, the winds will pick up a bit this evening into the overnight hours. Wind gusts across the southern tier in northern Pennsylvania, generally around 25 30 miles per hour, strongest wind gusts near the immediate Lake Erie shoreline and across the Niagara frontier in the Buffalo area where wind gusts could be as high as 35 to 40 miles per hour. And those gusts will come down a bit tomorrow, but tomorrow will still be a bit on the breezy side. Almanac for today made it to a high of 47 degrees yesterday in the city of Jamestown. Our low was 30. The records for today, 75 set back in 2020. The record low of 10 set back in 1961. So here's future scan through the overnight hours tonight and into the day tomorrow. Generally partly to mostly cloudy skies overnight tonight as skies continue to clear out. Heading into the day tomorrow, we'll call tomorrow partly to mostly cloudy skies across much of the region. A weak secondary cold front will begin to drop through the region late tomorrow and into the early portion of Saturday. That might touch off maybe an isolated scattered rain or even a snow shower across the southern tier of northern Pennsylvania Friday night and into the early part of Saturday, with the rest of the region generally being dry during this time with mostly cloudy skies on Saturday. Your forecast for tonight, partly to mostly cloudy skies, breezy winds with a sustained west wind of 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusts as high as 30 to 35 miles per hour. Excuse me. Overnight lows will range from the upper 30s in the valleys to the mid 40s near the immediate Lake Erie shoreline. Your forecast for your tomorrow as we close out the work week. Partly sunny skies tomorrow, maybe an isolated rain shower late in the day with a west wind of 15 to 20 miles per hour. Highs tomorrow range from the upper 40s to the lower 50s. The rest of that 7-day outlook from Ultimate Solutions. So outside of an isolated to scattered rain or snow shower Friday night into Saturday, much of this next 7 days will be pretty dry across the region, although a little bit on the chilly side over the weekend with highs in the upper 30s to lower 40s. Sunshine for Sunday and pretty much through much of next week as well, as we have no major systems in the forecast anytime soon. Monday and Tuesday we're in the mid to upper 40s and then the lower to mid 50s for Wednesday and into Thursday of next week.
Andrew, thank you. Well, local fashionistas will be hitting the runway at Truffle Honey Eatery on Thursday, November 30th for a fashion show to benefit court-appointed special advocates, CASA of Chautauqua County. The event will be held from 7 to 9 p.m. and the public is invited. Standing room only tickets are available for $20. VIP tickets are available for $45 and include a runway seat and swag bag. All tickets include pass hors d'oeuvres and cash bar. Tickets capped at 120 attendees and can be purchased in advance at Truffle Honey Eatery, Art Cloth and Craft, and chqmktpl.com. This exclusive fashion show will showcase Art Cloth and Craft Boutique's most glamorous holiday looks. Dress to impress and enjoy an extraordinary evening of art and fashion while supporting abused and neglected foster children in Chautauqua County. The fashion show is organized by Morgan and Matt Dinger, Bobby Spare, and Lauren Edwards. I was so fortunate to be adopted by the most wonderful people, Audrey and Jerome Zolman, says Morgan Dinger. I am so grateful for programs like CASA that link children with caring volunteers and families and help make both the foster programs and adoption journey a safer and more seamless process. All funds raised from the fashion show are used to fulfill CASA's mission of supporting volunteers who advocate for abused and neglected children in Chautauqua County. If you are unable to attend but would like to support the mission of CASA, a tax-deductible donation can be made by sending a check to CASA of Chautauqua County, Incorporated, at 2 Academy Street, Suite 5 in Mayville, New York, 14757. Well, coming up next, prepare your home for winter with energy tips.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
If you want to speak truth to the masses, make it funny for the classes.
How prepared is your family if a hurricane shows up at your doorstep, or a flood, or a blizzard? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan now. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes! Make a plan today.
Hi, everyone. Al Roker here. As a guy with his own catchphrase, I appreciate that Smokey's only said,
"Only you can prevent wildfires."
But I'm filling in because there's a lot more to report. Like when there are parched or windy conditions out there, you gotta be extra careful with things like burning yard waste. After all, wildfires can start anywhere, even in your neck of the woods. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
With the impending arrival of winter, experts emphasize the importance of readying your home for plummeting temperatures. Taking proactive measures can ensure your residence remains warm and energy efficient throughout the season. Here are some tips to fortify your home against the winter chill. Replace your furnace filter. A clean filter alleviates strain on your furnace, reducing energy costs and preventing potential damage. Schedule an annual furnace maintenance. Ensure the efficiency of your heating system by arranging a professional HVAC technician to conduct annual maintenance. Install programmable thermostat. Optimize energy usage by setting temperatures based on your family's schedule, preventing unnecessary heating when no one is home. Check your thermostat batteries. Change thermostat batteries annually to maintain proper functionality. Seal leaks with caulk or weather stripping. Prevent heat loss by sealing gaps around doors and windows. Use a humidifier. Combat dry winter air with a humidifier, enhancing warmth and heat retention. Explore balanced billing plans. Inquire about balanced billing or budget plans to manage winter heating costs through regular monthly payments. Optimize your thermostat settings. Set your thermostat to the lowest comfortable temperature and utilize programmable features to align with your daily schedule. Utilize ceiling fans. Reverse the fan direction to trap heat and keep rooms warmer during colder months. Ensure unblocked air vents. Check and clean air vents of any obstructions caused by furniture or curtains. Harness solar heat. Open curtains and blinds during the day to absorb sunlight, closing them at night to minimize chill from windows. These tips will help keep temperatures up and heating costs down. Well, that's going to be it for today. I'd like to thank you all for watching. News continues 24/7 at WNYNewsNow.com and on our mobile app. You can download it today for free in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. We're also on Channel 716 on Roku and at channel716.com. Thank you for watching.